Hello friends, Jeff here from House of Heresy and back again with another pack cracking episode. Going back into Unfinity to do another collector booster box. So this is our second box. Second of two that I pre-ordered. So I will probably, we'll see if I get any more or not, I don't know. I really just interested in the, as with most people, I'm sure, just interested in the shock lands and the basic lands, the borderless cards, so that I can use them for my borderless cube. I will probably try to pick up as many as I can via singles, but if I can pull some more, that'd be great. You do thankfully get 2 of the basic lands per collector pack, so at least I'll wind up with 24 of those in the different forms, and then have first video. If you haven't watched it, go back and check it out. Nothing too wild or crazy. I did pull a Shockland in the main pack, and then a first mythic standard procedure, and then of course the box topper has a Shockland in it as well. And second mythic, all right, plate spinning. Both of them not playable in the in any of the Eternal formats. So if they have the Acorn, for those that don't know, if they have the Acorn hologram on the bottom there, they're only playable in the unset or sets. Not really sure how well they cross. They go back and forth. But what's interesting, so actually, sorry. So this one is our first of the Galaxy foil cards. That looks pretty cool. It is an uncommon. And then they also have these, actually no, I take it back. Sorry, I'm like way behind. This was our first of our Galaxy. So as you can see, they've got like the stars, moons, whatever, sunburst pattern going on there. This is one, but it's our, whatchamacallit, our showcase version there. And then they put all these in here. A lot of the old school are coming from the old sets, but interestingly enough, they did make these part of the Eternal formats apparently, so kind of cool. Let's see, then we got the Most Dangerous Gamer, Galaxy foil, and then we got 2 lands in the back. So a mountain, which is just normal foil, and then a swamp, which is the Galaxy foil. So as you can see, it's got kind of the different speckles and stuff on there. And then they kind of spruced up all the interesting tokens. So like there's a bunch of new treasure tokens and stuff like that. So overall, it's a fun set. I mean, the artwork's really cool. I've never played an unset, or I played a game or like with a deck based around it, and I probably won't. That's not really something my play group does. Maybe a one-off in like the LGS or something, but overall, I would not expect to be doing that. So I got it because it's kind of a cool product. I don't intend to get a bunch of this, but it does have some playable cards, which is neat, and then it's got all the cool borderless stuff. So that's really, borderless is what brought it in. If it wasn't for that, I probably would not have gotten it, to be perfectly honest. We got Pippa, Duchess of Dice, and got our showcase foil there. And then we got a forest and an island with the galactic. So try to go through this kind of quick. I know there's a segment of the gaming population, or the Magic the Gathering population, that really likes the unsets. So if you are one of those, I hope you're enjoying this. Curious to hear what your thoughts are on this versus the other ones. Like I said, I haven't really played any unsets before, so how this compares as a set to the other ones, I'd be curious to hear. But for everyone else, we're just gonna kind of move through at a little bit faster pace, just in order to get to the lands more than anything. Yeah, that's cool. I find it hard to believe that this is playable. I'm gonna have to look at that. I'm curious to see if these are truly playable in the in all the Eternal formats there. Some interesting choices if they did that. Then we got an island and a forest with our Galaxy foil. All right. We'll say that the drop rates for the Shocklands is a little bit lower than what I was hoping. I was really hoping to get a couple, more than a couple in the packs themselves. I mean, it's nice that you get the one box topper because that at least guarantees at a minimum you will get one. But it would be nice to get a few more. Kind of like, you can say like Ikoria, where you had a decent chance of getting some of the different triomes. But so far, that has not been the case. And we got a swamp and a mountain. Cool. I really do like those lands though. The some of them are a little bit darker than what I would have expected from the pictures that we saw. Like the when they first did the reveals for those way back when, before they pushed the release date back 6 months. But that's how it is. They do seem a little bit darker in person, and it could just be the foiling. I have not seen any of them in the non-foil yet, so I have to take what I'm saying with a grain of salt because I'm currently operating with incomplete information. Frankie Peanuts, I like it. Elephant Rogue. Our chief engineer, and then we have a forest and an island. This one is definitely one of the best ones to be able to see the special foiling on it. All right, last pack in the first row here. So has anyone else been opening any of these up? Trying to get some of the lands and stuff, or is everyone else just kind of leaning into the singles market there? I'm really curious to see how the prices go with that. This is literally the day of release, so I have no opinion at this point. The pre-release prices are still, might as well be in effect. Saw in half, here's one of those very early preview cards. So I am curious to see what happens with that. But I'm hoping, hey, there we go, we got our first one. Hallowed Fountain, very nice. And this is not one of the ones that we've pulled yet, so that's cool. That means we have 3 different ones so far. And a forest. Still have not pulled a Galaxy foil Shockland yet, so I'm hoping, but I honestly don't. I really, of all the sets that I've done on this channel so far, this one I have like the least amount of information on, and part of it is I just only in it for these few cards here for the most part, so I just didn't really care that much, like what the drop rates were for that. I honestly didn't even realize about the Galaxy foiling until, or I mean, I'd read it, but it wasn't really clicking with me until I watched a couple people do previews over the last few weeks. The last week or so, whenever they started doing these videos. Hey, another rare. It's cool. This one is playable. And yet another Aether Vortex. That's interesting. Upside down. Myra the Magnificent. I think we've pulled her a couple times. She is that a mythic? I can't even tell. Yep, she is a mythic. Okay, cool. We got a mountain and a swamp. This one's super dark. Even with the special foiling there. Interesting decision on the intensity of the coloring there. So yeah, I honestly, I'm not sure what the drop rate on the Galaxy foil Shocklands are. I don't know if they're like one every box or 2. You get, if it's like a 3% thing, like all the other chase cards they've been putting in lately, where you like one a case, one-ish a case. Grand Marshal Macy, another mythic. So we will see. Mario Kill. And then we got a plains and a mountain. But so far we seem to be pretty well on track to the one Shockland period per box in the 12 packs, not counting the box topper, which is kind of sad. I really was hoping for more, but I guess one, because I'd like to pull more, be fun for the channel, and they really are beautiful cards. So it'd be really cool to see. And two, if they are that hard to find, they're going to be a little on the pricey side for picking up singles. That is a pretty vibrant card there. I got quite the flatline going on there. Blast from the past. I think I pulled this in my first box. Got Katrina, Mira's Marvels. And then we got a swap and a forest. All right, get into the last 3 packs here. So my initial thought after most of 2 boxes is that it is a pretty cool product. If you like playing the unset, I'm sure it's a great product actually, because you'll definitely get some value out of the Shocklands and stuff. You could probably sell those for a pretty penny or use them in your collection. It is cool that they made so many playable cards for the other formats, like specifically Commander, which I play almost exclusively. So that's pretty nice. But otherwise, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. I wouldn't highly recommend it. Water market. Interesting. But it's not, I wouldn't say it's a bad set. Like I also wouldn't rush out to buy it if you don't want to play it or want cards from it. So I know that's not super decisive one way or the other, but it's an unset, you know, it's its own thing. It's the love child of Mark Rosewater, so it's going to be fun no matter what, but it is not for everybody. And that is totally cool. All right, getting into the second to last pack here. Just kind of working through it. Ah, here we go. Here's another mythic. And another mythic. And then we got a forest and a plain. Sounds pretty cool. It's pretty. Still have not. So really, we've only pulled technically one, not counting the basic lands, one borderless card in this box, which is that also is kind of sad. I know there's only, I think there's only 2 quote unquote borderless cards outside of the land cycle. You got the Jace, whatever I forget his name, and then Comet, which I did pull in the other ones in the first box. So that's nice. Got one more card down there, and then I guess all these attractions are as well. But I don't think I'll be putting these into the borderless cube unless I commit to a lot more cards in there, which none of these are borderless. So I don't think I would actually have anything that could take advantage of it or make them useful. So they'd really just be a waste of a draft space or a waste of a pack space. Got Phobie, Head of Sneak is another mythic. All right, getting into the last couple cards here. We got a Plains. And last card of the pack is an island. All right, so we are holding steady at 1 Shockland per box. I have no idea if that's kind of the expected drop rate, or if I'm unlucky, or if I'm lucky. Maybe it's even less than that. Not really sure. But we do get at least one in the box topper, so that's cool. And our box topper is Blood Crypt. All right, I do not have this one either. So out of 2 boxes, we have 4 different Shocklands. So that's pretty cool. And that's a nice looking art. I like it. All right, so quick recap. We did just get the 2 Shocklands there, just in the regular foil, no Galaxy foil Shocklands, which is too bad because those are a little bit on the pricier side. For the Mythics, we had 1, 2, 3, looks like 2 of the same, well, the different styling ones, showcase ones not. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not really sure what the average drop rate of those are either, but still pretty cool. All right, well, I hope everyone enjoyed that. This is, as of right now, I don't have any other Unfinity, so this will probably be it. Unless I just really feel excited about buying another box or get a good deal on it or something. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you saw, please give us a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe. I have lots of content, at least coming out every twice a week right now, at a minimum. I might try to sneak one of these up either today or tomorrow, so on Friday of release day or Saturday, if I can get the video up in time. But otherwise, definitely a minimum 2 a week. And throw some comments down there. Really curious what everyone's thoughts are, what their experiences are with the latest unset here. Do you like the fact that there's a bunch of playable cards in there? If you're an unplayer exclusively, does that bother you that everyone is trying to buy these now and not just available to the more hardcore group of unplayers? Really curious. Love to hear what you have to say. So thanks again, and I hope you have a great day. Until next time.